Hello to all, welcome to the channel. I am Priyangsha Das and this is my second video on cybercrimes. So let's get started. Previously on cybercrimes, we have covered various types of cyber harassment cases, including bullying, teasing, stalking, defamation, identity theft, catfishing, doxing, swatting, trolling, and revenge porn. Apart from it, we have also classified computer crimes on the basis of their targets. We have discussed physical crimes. Now, let us start with data related crimes, which includes data diddling, leakage, spying, and scavenging. So, let's start with data diddling. It is a type of crime in which any involvement of alteration of data occur to provide undue advantage to a particular person. The process of data diddling could include SQL and XSS type of attack. Next is data leakage. This involves copy of data on any media for unauthorized usage or even to blackmail individuals or organizations. In short, unauthorized data transmission. The mode could be data breach due to weak or stolen passwords or ex-employees. Next is data spying, in which the attacker gets the access to the network computer installation either by using legitimate password or even breaking the password. This way, the attacker can get the access and they can use it for monetary gains or any other malicious intentions like cyber harassments. In this case, mode could be spywares or Trojan horses. The modes are not restricted to the particular type of crime, but they are just the tools of the attacker. The attacker can use them according to their malicious intentions. Next is data scavenging. It is basically reusing leftover programs, files, and data after authorized computer processing to serve their personal benefit. There are large number of paid or open source tools available for data scavenging. So, after data related crimes, we have software related crimes, which includes software piracy, time bomb, Trojan horse, virus, salami logic, trapdoor, and super zapping. So let's start with software piracy. In this, system and application software of branded company may be copied or stolen in an unauthorized manner. Then comes time bomb, or also known as logic bomb. An employee before leaving an organization may write a program to erase or alter files or specific areas of the program and data, which may trigger off at the specified time and date. Then comes Trojan horse. It is a type of malware which appears to be useful with hidden instructions that may add into program for the purpose of gain, sabotage, or just for fun. A virus is a program that is attached to another program which may replicate in the system and occupy disk space and memory. Salami logic, a smart means adopted to steal small amount of assets from a large number of sources, particularly in banking transactions, without affecting the main balance of amount. A trapdoor is a program which offers access to one or more persons to enable them to carry out modifications as and when required, could be misused by one or more of them with dishonest intentions. Super zapping is a process using certain utility programs provided in the computer software to bypass all system control. One can facilitate modifications or disclosure of any of the content of the computer. All these data and software related crimes are being carried out using specific malwares, about which we'll talk in the upcoming videos. Apart from these, we have another specific section of crimes known as financial frauds, which includes UPI payment gateway frauds, ATM cloning, debit and credit card spoofing, luring, fake and remote access mobile apps, internet banking fraud, POS or PCD, merchant evading and wallet transfer, and last but not the least, phishing and wishing. We'll talk about all these types of frauds along with their live cases and laws related to that. Thank you so much. That's all for now. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the like button. Meet you in the next video. Till then, goodbye and stay updated.